Hey guys, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today is episode 87, and we're going to be working on a lot of little things just kind of around the world and things I've been kind of forgotten to do or just kind of missed as we went along. But first, I want to start off here and show you guys the lake. We built this in the last episode, and man, I am excited for 1.13 now just to get all the underwater stuff working, get some fishies in here or some fwishies, whatever you want to call them, and all that awesome stuff, and it's going to be super freaking cool. I am so excited for that. And I got some big news. I got some really big news. So recently I decided to start looking for a new job, and finally I'm really happy to say I found one. I am starting a new job here. I think the Monday after this video goes out. Yeah, the Monday after this one goes out. That should be right. So that's going to be kind of a massive schedule change. I know last Tuesday we kind of had a talkie episode and talked about just a few different things going on and all that stuff, just kind of where the channel's at, what I want to be focusing on. And my schedule is going to be even busier now, but I'm really excited for the new opportunity, getting all that stuff going, and I'm just super pumped. I'm so excited for the new job. It's an awesome company. I'm really loving what I'm going to be doing. I'm just really excited, if you guys can't tell, to get it all going. So yeah, that's kind of that. The first project we're going to be working on here is this guy right here. And I figured, and we got that tower right down there. I wanted to go ahead and actually fix up the texture variation here, get it looking a little bit more something like that, because we're going to kind of be prepping up this area to be working in here soon. So the reasoning for this though is that 1.13 is around the corner, and after that comes here, I kind of want to start doing a little bit more work here in the city. But yeah, so new job and all that stuff, we'll see how that affects the channel and things like that. I can't make any promises either way because I haven't started yet, so I have no freaking idea how much the time commitment is going to be. I'm really hoping it's not insanely bad compared to what I'm doing, but I'm moving back to a day shift, which I'm really excited about. That's just freaking awesome. I'm so happy to not be working a night shift anymore. So that's going to be great. I've been trying to stay as positive as I possibly can about the night shift, but man, it's starting to drag down on me a little bit. I've been really having a tough time with the sleep schedule and things like that after 7 months of basically trying to 3 days of being on night, or 4 days of living on a night shift, and then going instantly back into 3 days of being on a day shift just is not the healthiest thing. We're actually going to go ahead and do that guy back right there. And we're going to go ahead and do there, right there, and right there. Yeah, something like that works. But yeah, so all that stuff, it's been starting to really negatively impact my health and all that stuff. And I've really started to notice it. So I'm really happy to have this new opportunity to kind of fix all that stuff and get things back on track and start making it up to the gym more and start kind of working on that work-life balance that was forced to neglect because I was just so freaking tired all the time that I had no energy to do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so for all you guys who are out there struggling with that type of stuff, just keep your head up. You'll get through it eventually. It'll be fine. But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at right now. It's going to be just kind of a slow, grindy process getting all this stuff in here. Let me go ahead and finish this guy up, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, so we got this side, which is the inside. This one's all the way finished up over here. I didn't do the tower quite yet, besides kind of these little corner nooks on them, because I don't know quite which way we're going to be taking the wall off of this guy. So I kind of held it off there. As you can see, I did that side as well. And then this over here is finished as well. So that's one project off the list today. Next one, we're going to be headed over back to our mountain range. And first, let me sleep, and I'll meet you guys over there. After a quick little run to the storage room, we are good to go. So I'm going to be taking a page out of Jancy's book here. He has an awesome single-player survival world going as well. If you guys don't know him, be sure to go check out Jancy. He's a very cool YouTuber. He's a very nice guy. But yeah, so we're going to be taking a little play out of his book here. In a recent episode he did, he built a little cart in the middle of a wheat field, and I just thought that was such a great idea that it kind of made me want to throw one up here. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and then I think we're going to need to move you over one like there, and then we're going to go like that, and we're pretty much going to use a similar idea to what he did for the wheels at least. And so he did the wheels pretty much were like that and then covered them up with a slab on top, and they're not meant to look good from close up, more or less. Just from the distance they look a little bit more rounded than what they could normally look like. And I thought that was kind of cool. I've never really seen the cobblestone walls. And then he used for the sides, it was pretty much just going like this. right along there. And that was pretty much how the side of it went. And we can go ahead and do bam, bam, and then go ahead and do boop to boop, and right there, and bring this guy all the way across. Replace these guys with our good stuff right there. And you can see it's gonna look like a little bit of a cart. So I wanna go ahead and do something a little bit different than what he did. Actually, I think this is one too long. I wanna bring this in one more. Yeah, we're gonna move this whole side up here, just one real quick. It's super easy to move these, just can go like that. And this is exactly why we are making this one side at a time. So we actually know what we wanna do. And if we wanna rebuild something, we just rebuild it real quick instead of having to move the whole structure over by one. So like that, and then bam, and bam, we can chop this one at the end off. So the way we want to go ahead and make this a little bit more unique is more or less, we're going to go ahead and bring these guys out here for starters. And we're going to go ahead and kind of create a little bit of a camp right back in this area with some crafting tables, some chests, some things. And I think this is our wood box. We might be able to make like a little seating area. Yeah, so we're going to make like a little bit of an encampment right in here. So they're basically like trying to live in this area. And they're they're like stuck here while they're traveling around. But so we can go ahead and bring the top of this guy up here like this. We're using bone blocks for all of this, so it kind of looks like everything's flown in that one direction. And it looks a little bit more yellowed than you would get with, say, like using whatchamacallit thingies. Yep, that's exactly what it is, the whatchamacallit thingies. So we're gonna go ahead and grab some rails before we come back here. But yeah, so to add on to our whatchamacallit thingies, concrete, by the way, that's what I was talking about. Using like concrete or wool or something, it just looks so much brighter, and we kind of get this more of like a dirty feeling going off with these guys right here, which I really actually like. Never really used bone blocks a whole lot in this series, so I'm kind of looking forward to finding more uses for them. I think over the next few episodes, I really want to start trying to find more uses for different blocks that I really wasn't using in the past. I feel like I've kind of stuck with my same palettes throughout the whole thing. In the beginning, we were really trying to experiment a lot, but I feel like recently it's kind of all fallen into using a lot of the same stuff. So I really would love to actually start trying to mix things up a bit more, trying to be more unique, get a lot more interesting things going, and see what we can really come up with. I feel like we got a pretty good design style going on overall here, but I feel like we might be able to improve that a little bit more even. But like, yeah, so this is kind of the general outside of the cart you can see right here. From close up, doesn't look that great. From a distance, I'm hoping it looks a little bit better. So we're gonna go ahead and do this, grab 4 buttons, add that little bit of extra stuff onto the end of these guys. I almost want to turn that into a stone button though. You know what? I think for the first time ever in this series, we're gonna craft up some stone buttons. I hope I have some stone on me. Of course, all my stone I take back. I never leave any of it with me. It's all back at the freaking storage room. When I traded out for these supplies, took all the stone and just left it there. So there should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, good to go. I'm thinking this will look a lot better than the wooden buttons. It'll stand out a little bit more from a distance instead of kind of being that blended in wooden color. That's what we're going for here. Kind of add to that stone wheel we're kind of trying to make on those guys right there. I need to go ahead and get some rails too. So let me go ahead and grab those and we'll strap this guy across the top. And that'll be the cart done. Then we can start kind of making a little bit of storage encampment back there. All right, we're back. I decided to go ahead and craft up some brown beds as well, so we can kind of make it look like people are living here. And I decided these guys are going to be like wheat traders. So they're going to have a few different like boxes of grain and things like that. We brought some item frames along with us that we can throw on here. Say throw like a little wheat in there to kind of show it for, these are our note blocks here, just kind of adding to it. They're, I don't know. We'll just kind of see how it goes. We probably need to come back in here and turn this mostly into like path blocks, so it looks like there's actually some people living back in here. And then we also want to go ahead and stack it up so they're kind of like in their living area as well. Like they're still in here, and I don't think we can actually get in and out of this place too easily. So what we also want to do here, kind of make it look a little bit better, and that'll actually allow us to jump up, and that's going to make it a super pain in the butt to get in there, but there's actually no point in really getting back there. So that's totally fine. Let's go ahead and just throw a nice little torch in this guy. Right there. Perfect. Let's go. Let's do another item frame right there and throw a wheat in that guy again. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. We can go ahead and throw some chests out here. The goal with this is just kind of add some little bits of decoration around this place so we can have some more interesting things going on, so you can kind of explore and find things and just have stuff to look at. I felt like that's kind of been something we've been neglecting recently. I'm thinking honestly No, I was thinking maybe we bring this all in to be one shorter so it's only 5. But I think if it's like that, we also got a rails. I think the 7 wide is actually probably going to be better in the long run, at least from a distance. So it'll actually appear a little bit more than being just the 5 wide guy. But that's pretty cool. I like this. I think it's a good touch. I think it's going to really help our area out in general. So we can go ahead and kind of just bring that right back in here, right like that. Yeah. So we also have these beds, which we kind of wanted to make into like a little bit of an encampment area. Can we place them down on here? So we can't place them down on this stuff. That's okay. We can go ahead and just kind of break it like that and throw a brown bed right down there. I'm thinking we go ahead and throw that other one right in here. We want to make it look like these guys are camped out here. They're kind of hanging out in this area while they're waiting safe for like the pass to clear in the mountains. Once we get up there, I thought it'd be really cool to make like a super snowed over mountain pass, so people like can't actually get through with their carts and things like that. Like you have to travel on foot and kind of like wade through the insane snows. I really don't like the back of this. I can't wait to get like the more than one type of trapdoor so we can actually fix things a little bit better than that. So that's something to look forward to here in the very near future. Maybe we go ahead and just kind of plop right down like that. That could work. Let's go ahead and jump out of this guy. You know what? That does look a little bit better. I like that a lot more. We're going to leave it like that for now. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking that's good for this area. Let me go ahead and get my supplies cleaned up and moved out of here. Actually, real quick before we do that, what's this guy look like from a distance? Because that's kind of what he's here for. That cart right there was kind of to be looking up close at and have a whole interior to it. But this is meant to be like a little traveling caravan type thing going up the mountain. I like that. I like that a lot. Just kind of briefly comes up from all the different angles. You kind of barely see it in there. I think that's really, really cool. Yeah, that is looking pretty cool. Once we got like all the terrain behind it finished up, ooh, that's gonna be cool. It is a little long though. What if we brought the back in? What if we brought the back in just 1 across the whole thing so it becomes an even number? I don't know. We'll see what this looks like. Let me swap this over and then we can compare and you guys can let me know. Okay, so I ended up shortening it up 1 on each side. I think it looks a little bit better. I think the smaller size is a little bit better because we also want to be able to walk by it and not have it look like a giant wall of bone blocks. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, the 5 wide or the 7 wide for a little cart that we got going on here. I think this guy right here is kind of cool though. I do like the overall feel we're getting from this area. All right, next project. All right, our next project is taking care of something that's been a little bit of an eyesore for quite a while now. And for those who have been around the channel for a long time, you guys probably know what we were intending on doing here. We had intended on building a second part of the palace with like a bunch of cool, awesome rooms and things like that. We're going to make it really super cool and unique and giant palace. And the more I've kind of been around this area, the more I like just that being our palace. So what we're going to do with this area instead is turn it into a royal gardens. Today, I think I'm just going to go ahead and kind of revert it back to something natural and maybe get some planning done on it. But I think besides that, we're not going to be able to get a whole lot more done just purely because I don't quite have the time to be able to build a whole gardens. And I plan on taking quite a while with it, getting a cool plan down, get some awesome custom trees in there, and having a lot of good stuff going with it. So let me go ahead and get all this stuff down here real quick. It shouldn't take too long. And then maybe we might need to cover up the back of these guys right here just so there's a little bit something better to be looking at. And what did we do? I don't know. So that was a crap ton of red sandstone that we just had sitting there doing absolutely nothing with it. That's basically half an inventory full of it. That's awesome to have all that stuff back. I felt like I was like, after this big project, the reason why I didn't really start this one yet is because I really didn't want to touch another red sandstone based project because of just how long it takes to farm all that stuff. And it's pretty nice having all all those materials back. Let me go ahead and get some regular sandstone, kind of get this design plotted out for the wall of it, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, so everything's cleared out. We got kind of the base idea. I want it to be at this floor level, so we're gonna have sand going across all right there, or maybe we take it down 1 lower. Yeah, I'm thinking we take it down 1 lower. So there's like a slight bit of recess into this guy. So we're going to go ahead and bring this down 1 block here real quick. We'll just do this side for now. And I want to go ahead and kind of show you guys a design that I've been thinking will be pretty solid for this. So we're going to have on the corners, we'll have a small section of 3 just to make it work nice. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do that. Bam, bam. And bring that all the way up to the top. And we're going to go ahead and do a stair, and then kind of bring this guy up here. We're going to go ahead and create these cool frames kind of that are going to go on here for some windows. You can see in kind of all over the place. I really want there to be a lot of green looking through here. Then we're going to go ahead and bring in some buttons, right? Like bam, bam, and bam. And then of course on top of this guy, we're going to go ahead and do another row of the full blocky goodness here. Then we can go ahead and do sandstone stairs right there, sandstone stairs right there, and we do a smooth and a smooth, and then a smooth and a smooth. And this is where we bring our slabs. We're going to go ahead and kind of do our little steppy up down thing that we've been doing for quite a while. We're going to go ahead and just do like that real quick. We need to go ahead and do the U, and bam, cool. Then on these corner bits, just to add a little bit extra interest, and actually go ahead and get some light in here, because this area isn't very well lit up, and we need to keep it pretty well lit up just because this is where our mob farm is. So we want that guy to be working at full efficiency as much as we possibly can. But that's kind of our general wall idea right there that I'm kind of thinking of. I'm hoping that this will do pretty well, kind of going all the way around. I'm thinking on these corner ones, we can go ahead and just kind of bring it up and do just one high here real quick. Let's go and bring you down, and we go bam, 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 and like you, and then do bam, bam, bring that all the way across there, bring that all the way up, and like that. And then grab our torches and throw our corner torch on here, and we can do boop, boop, and boop. That, yeah, I like that. I think that'll be pretty good. We'll come back and finish this project up here in the future. I just want to get it cleaned up for now. See what you guys think about this wall design. I actually already came up with a whole layout that I want to be doing for the fountains and everything in here for the gardens, and I think it's going to look really cool. Taking a lot of inspiration from Dawn in Game of Thrones, if you guys remember that, or if you guys are Game of Thrones fans at all. So yeah, that's that project done. All right, our next and final project of today's episode is actually going to be a cactus farm. So I laid out this little house right here, and pretty much what we're going to do to start out is take this, basically this 5x5 area right here, and take it all the freaking way down. So pretty much what it's going to allow us to do by taking this area down here is replicate similar to the cactus farm that we built over on Decidedly Vanilla. We're going to copy this way that worked, not exactly the same size or scale because we don't need that, but we're going to have a cactus right there, 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 and there, and they're pretty much just going to be stacked up on top of each other, and this will supply us with more cactus than we could ever really need. So it's going to be really awesome, and then we'll make a way for them to, like, say, come up a side or something and spit out into some chests that'll be like right in there inside the room, and then we'll have just a bunch of chests to store all over cactus. And we might actually make some of them like auto smelt area or something. So I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But I got to go ahead and dig this guy pretty far down. We are up at 64 right now, and I think I'm going to take it down to at least 30. So let me go ahead and get this done. All right, guys, welcome back to the massive giant hole in the ground. It goes all the way down to 30, I think. And what we're going to do here is just jump all the way down, hit into the walls as we fall down, and perfect. Nailed it. So I think we want to take, we want to take the exit going out that way. So what we're going to do here, I guess, is just place like that. Then you go bam, 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 and bam. And we'll do boop and boop. And then bam, 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 bam. And we're just going to go, since it's so small, I don't want to deal with water. And we have an iron farm, so hoppers really aren't that hard to come by. So I decided we could just go ahead and fill the base here with hoppers, and we would be totally fine. We got all that stuff there, and then from here we pretty much start our farm going all the way up. Can we place that down there? Oh, hey, you can. I did not realize you could place those on hoppers. So we want to go ahead and start filling these guys in here, and it's going to be a massive pain because so many of these are going to end up in spots like that. But we're going to basically go ahead and create a bunch of little cross areas like this. So we do that, we go ahead and place sand, sand, and sand, and then on top of this, we do cactus, cactus, and cactus. And that's pretty much what we're doing, going all the way up the top of this guy. And yeah, so that's just gonna take me a little bit of time. The only extra part beyond this right here is I lost my bed. There we go, luckily those go pretty quick. Is we're gonna need to go ahead, and I'm going to start using stone here just as a filler block. And we got to go ahead and do something like this. So whenever the cactus grows up, it'll try and enter into that second area, but it won't be able to reach that point because of the size of because of the fences. So the fences allow it to still grow up. It'll hit that next height, but after that, it won't be able to grow anymore. So it's basically just gonna go ahead and drop down. Then here we wanna go ahead and start the next level right up there. And I guess I'm just gonna be pillaring up the corner as we go. Then we'll come back down and break those going all the way back down. But yeah, so you guys have seen me do this before, but pretty much it's like that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these going in all the way up to the top, and I'll see you guys in just a few. All right, guys, welcome back. So Cactus Farm is all in there in this stone brick pillar, and that cactus sitting right there shows that we have an item elevator coming all the way up to the top here, which is pretty cool. So you can see that if we go ahead and say chuck down this sandstone right down there, as long as it doesn't get destroyed into the wall, we should see that popping up here pretty shortly. Hopefully, as long as it's working. Maybe. Hey, yeah, there it is. Cool. Look at that. It's all working out just fine. We got our 6 stuff back, 6 stuffy stuffs. And what we need to do now is get a floor in this place, and then I'm gonna get some chests in there just with some more hoppers, and we can be pretty good. I think we're just gonna, I guess I probably wanted this to come to this side. All right, guys, it is that time to end this video off, and I want to show you guys a little bit of what I worked on here. I ended up finishing up the house. I kind of meant to bring you guys back in, and then I just got really distracted, and then girlfriend got home from work, and now it's the next day, and I was just kind of lazily playing Minecraft last evening, and it just kind of ended up finishing it. So I want to show you guys a little bit what this thing is here. Well, we're doing our question of the day, which is from Woocher Soul saying, hey, Whip, I have a question for the next video. What is your favorite block and which do you hate the most? So I wanted to go through, and I'm only gonna pick vanilla blocks here, but I wanted to do my favorite block for uses and then my favorite texture. And then also for least favorite, I wanna do like least favorite individual block, then least favorite like of a variety. So like you have sandstone with sandstone stairs and slabs and stuff like that. But anyway, so this is the inside of this guy right here. We just got some chests in here. I AFK'd for a while, got some cactus, and it's starting to stack up, which is really nice. But overall, favorite block for uses would have to be dirt. Probably because my statistics here will tell you that dirt is my favorite block. 116,553 dirt placed in this world. I think I like it. But I love terraforming, I love doing all that stuff, and I love everything that dirt can allow you to do in this game. Create farms, create just different amazing terrain shapes. You can use it to even hold up things. You use it for a lot of like filler areas. It's very easy to harvest and all that stuff. Overall uses for dirt are awesome, and you get grass out of it. You can plant flowers on it. You can do all that stuff. And yeah, dirt is probably my favorite block overall for the amount of uses it gets. My favorite block for its texture would have to be polished andesite. I think polished andesite is a great block for like a supporting structure. Individually, it really makes like castle walls and things like that look a lot stronger. I don't like it in a mass quantity, but used well and placed in great areas, I find it very, very great. So moved on to least favorite. Least favorite individual block, I would have to say, is magenta glazed terracotta. I don't think I have ever used that block, and I don't think I will ever use that block. It is the glazed terracotta block with the arrow on it. It's that like light purpley color arrow thing that I don't find a use for it. I could see it on like a multiplayer server trying to draw lines on the ground for like how to get to things, but other than that, I don't think it's very good. Then next one, similar color theme here. My least favorite block overall for general like theme. Spinning all over right there. But my least favorite like category of block, I guess, would be the purpur block. I really, really do not enjoy purpur. I think it's very ugly. I think it's way, way too bright and colorful, and I think it just doesn't work with a whole lot of things. I think if there are more blocks that could go with it for like a more of a space agey theme or something, it could be more usable, but as is, there's just no place for it in like a medieval environment. Like it's too fake for that. It looks way too cartoony. And so for the type of things I do, it's just not something I would ever consider using. So I think that's my least favorite overall. Anyways, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this more relaxed, jumping around episode. Let me know if you guys like that style where we jump around and do a few different projects, though. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about that, because it's kind of nice doing a little thing here, a little thing there. Anyways, guys, please hit that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you loved it, and I will catch you on the flip side.